Stream Studio. Partly I do these things when YouTube messes with me between that and OBS. Doesn't happen all the time, but like yesterday it quit on me for no apparent reason. And I don't know whether it was OBS's fault or YouTube's fault. But anyway, what I have here on the screen is the newest version of my web app, only I didn't put it in the web app in case people like that one better. But I'm going to just try out some features here. And this is the link to the new version. And it says that I can click on things and show them on the screen. And then hide them. Social comments. Yeah. All right. Well, that's kind of a nice feature too. I can, if I'm reading something out of the chat, I can highlight that. And I'm going to type another test chat post. So, see, when I do this with OBS, I have to get the YouTube chat, pop it out, size the screen, put it in place, and this way, even though there's still YouTube and the thing I'm streaming from, this is all in browser, although I had to use Firefox for some reason to get Reastream to work, because it wouldn't work in Brave even though I have hardware acceleration set on. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll try it again sometime with that with Brave browser. But yeah, my last stream, it just, and the weird thing is with YouTube, you have to, I could check my settings, but you're supposed to, when you stop streaming to it from OBS, it's supposed to come up with a thing that says end the stream or not, and then you click it and say yes or no. And I didn't do either of those things, so I don't know what happened. So it's always good to have a plan B and to not have to switch to plan B for the first time when something goes wrong. So the downside of Reastream, even though I set this scheduled for time in the future, it doesn't do that on YouTube, so people wouldn't be able to show up in the chat before the thing actually starts, which I don't know how important that is. So I don't know. I might do it this way. It's simpler. And it does do these backgrounds. I think you can get your own backgrounds even on the free version. Now, if you paid $20 a month, which is cheaper than all the other ones, you could get Reastream up to 3 places instead of just I could be doing 2 right now, but hardly anybody comes to the other places I was streaming. So I really don't have a great need for multi-streaming right now. Anyway, these things are working fairly well. I've got footnotes. They're not linked, but those are working, and I can look at 2 different things, one in English, one in Greek if I want. You can do a search word. Say, I don't know. Oops, let's back it up here. Capernaum. And there it'll come up with all of those, and it's pretty quick. So, yeah, seems to be fine. And give the color coding on the Greek is the grammatical gender of the words, and it helps to kind of match things up better as you're reading. If you wanted to try to get used to reading Greek, you could use that. And I have as close to just, 1 or 2 English words that describe the Greek word underneath, so you don't have to look it up each time you don't know something. But anyway, let's see if I match that up with Revelation. It looks like that. The only thing I couldn't do in here, because I would have to put the paragraph break in the Greek like I did with English. I think I can see that better in Hebrews. where I say, but about the sun, and then I have a paragraph for this quotation. Couldn't do that in the Greek unless I put a paragraph tag in there, which I don't feel like going through the database and putting all those in. Anyway, nifty little tool, links in the chat. And I have no idea if this is actually working on YouTube. So I'll find out when I quit, which will be pretty soon. But it seems to share the screen all right. It matters what the proportions are of the window, how well it fits on here. It kind of uses a lot of real estate down here for who's speaking, which I could just turn that off. But hey, I have a green screen, so I'm going to use it. So, but anyway, enough testing. I will push end stream.